You don't need to be creative to start print on demand. You just need better product positioning. What's up, you guys? My name's Ashley, and I want to lead with one thing that most tutorials in this space get fundamentally wrong, because getting it wrong is exactly why most print on demand stores never make consistent income. Like I said, you don't need to be creative. You need better product positioning. That's a different problem than most people think that they're solving. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to start a print on demand business with $0 upfront. Most beginners who start a print on demand store treat it like an art project. They design what they think looks good, upload it to a bunch of products, and wait for sales to appear. The stores that make real money, the ones hitting $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 per month, don't operate that way. They research demand before they design anything. They pick specific niches where buyers are already actively spending money. They create products that feel like they were made for one particular type of person, and they treat the store like a system that needs to be fed consistently, not a lottery ticket they check once a week. Print on demand is one of the most genuinely zero-risk business models available for a beginner today, and it's worth understanding exactly why before you get into the specifics. So here's how it works. You create a design, you upload that design to a product like a t-shirt, a mug, a tote bag, a phone case, or a poster, and then you use a platform like Printify. You list that product in your Etsy shop or your Shopify store. When a customer places an order and pays for it, Printify receives the order automatically, prints the product, and ships it directly to the customer. You never see the product, you never hold inventory, and you never pay for anything until after a sale has already happened and the customer's money is in your account. Your profit on every sale is the difference between what the customer pays and what Printify charges you to produce and ship the item. On a t-shirt that sells for $25, your production and shipping costs might be around $12. After Etsy's fees of roughly 6.5%, your take home is around $11 per sale. Margins are thinner than digital products, but the model is fully automated once it's set up, scales without additional effort from you, and costs nothing to start. That combination is why print on demand remains one of the most accessible starting points for anyone who wants to build an e-commerce business with no upfront capital. If you want to check out Printify, you can actually get started for free, no credit card required, by using our link down in the description below. Let's talk about the best platforms for beginners. The two platforms worth knowing as a beginner are Etsy and Shopify, and the right choice depends on where you're at in the process. Etsy is where you start. It has 87 million active buyers, and its algorithm surfaces relevant products to people who are already shopping with purchase intent. You don't need a following, a social media presence, or even an email list to make your first sale on Etsy. The marketplace brings buyers to you. You pay 20 cents per listing and 6.5% per transaction. There's no monthly fee to start selling, and for a beginner with zero audience and zero traffic, Etsy is definitely the first platform you want to go with because it solves the hardest problem in e-commerce, which is getting in front of buyers without requiring you to solve it for yourself. Now, Shopify, on the other hand, is where you go once you've validated your product and built a clear sense of your brand. Shopify gives you full ownership and control over your customer experience, so your visual identity, your email list, and your data. The trade-off is that Shopify doesn't bring buyers to you. You are responsible for driving all of your own traffic through organic content, paid ads, or SEO. That's a manageable challenge once you know what sells, but it's the wrong starting point when you're still testing products and finding your niche. So it really depends on where you're at. If you've already built a successful personal brand, then Shopify is definitely the way to go. The long-term power move is running both simultaneously, though. Use Etsy to generate discovery traffic and proof of demand, and then use Shopify to build a branded home base for repeat buyers, email marketing, and direct sales. Many successful print-on-demand sellers do this exactly. Etsy generates the initial sales and the reviews, and then Shopify builds the brand loyalty and the owned audience. You can get started with Etsy or Shopify for free by using our links down below. Now, how to pick a profitable niche. And this is where most print-on-demand beginners make the decision that determines everything that follows, and most people get it wrong. They pick a niche that's too broad, too generic, or just based on what they personally find interesting, rather than what buyers are actively using and purchasing. A tool that removes guesswork from this decision is Everbee. So Everbee is a research platform built specifically for Etsy sellers that shows you estimated monthly sales, estimated revenue, and competition levels for any product category. You can search for a product type, see how many listings exist in the space, and then immediately understand whether demand is high, whether competition is manageable, and whether there's room for a new seller to capture meaningful traffic. Highly recommend using Everbee before you design anything. Research first, create second. In terms of what's working these days, a few categories are consistently outperforming others. Niche pet breed products are one of the strongest. Not just dog mom, but golden retriever dad, or even more specific humor-driven designs built around a specific breed's personality traits that only true owners of that breed would immediately recognize and want to own. Profession-specific products for nurses, teachers, electricians, and specific trades perform well because the buyer has a strong identity connection to their work and buys gifts for colleagues constantly. Hobby, micro niches, not fishing, but kayak fishing or fly fishing in mountain rivers, capture buyers who feel seen in a way that generic hobby products never manage. And for home decor, Etsy named patina blue as its color of the year for 2026, with icy blues and glacial blue already showing up in best-selling designs across multiple categories. Color trends do matter in this space, and getting ahead of them creates real first mover advantages. Let's talk about AI because I think it needs to be a part of every conversation we have these days. AI has made design creation more accessible than it's ever been for people with zero design background. And the tools inside your existing platforms are genuinely so capable. Printify has a built-in AI image generator. Canva has text-to-image capabilities. Even Kindle has become a popular choice for creating embroidery-style designs, which are trending strongly on Etsy and are now supported across a much wider range of Printify products. But again, before you generate anything, it's worth knowing what Printify's own data shows actually converts on their platform. Image element designs with one or two visual elements consistently outperform text-heavy designs across both apparel and non-apparel categories. Simple, clean, and uncluttered beats busy and complex almost every time. That design principle saves you a lot of iteration, so lead with the visual, keep it clean, and let the image do the selling. Now here's the thing that almost nobody covers in print-on-demand tutorials, and that can end your store before it builds any momentum. And that's copyright risk with AI-generated designs is real and it's under discussion. AI image generators are trained on data sets that include copyrighted artwork, branded characters, and recognizable artistic styles. If your AI-generated design closely resembles a branded character, a protected artist style, or a registered trademark, even if you didn't intend for it to, you can face listing removal, account warnings, in serious cases, account suspension. So before you list anything, do two things. Check Printify's intellectual property and copyright policy to understand what's actually prohibited, and run your design concept through a trademark checking tool to confirm there are no conflicts with registered trademarks in your product category. This is a 15-minute step that most beginners skip because they don't know the risk exists, so don't skip it. Okay, there are 3 organic traffic channels for print-on-demand stores. That is Etsy SEO, TikTok, and Pinterest, and they work on completely different timelines and mechanisms. So Etsy SEO is your immediate priority. Use all 13 tags on every listing. Write your title so they lead with the strongest search term rather than a clever brand name. Corgi Mom Funny Cup Mug Gift for Dog Lover outperforms the Royal Corgi Collection ceramic mug in search results because real buyers search the first way, not the second. You also want to revisit low-performing listings every 60 days and refresh titles and tags based on what's currently trending in your niche. Now, TikTok is your fastest growing traffic channel in terms of discovery potential. Film the products arriving and unboxing them. Show the design creation process in Canva or Printify. You can compare different mock-up options, take viewers behind the scenes of running a small print-on-demand store. Story-based content that gives viewers something to follow consistently outperforms straight product promotion. Put your Etsy shop link in your bio and reference it in any relevant videos. Pinterest is the most underrated long-term traffic channel for print-on-demand, and almost nobody in the beginner tutorial space talks about it. Print-on-demand products, especially home decor, aesthetically appealing apparel, and gift items are exactly what Pinterest users are actively saying and planning to buy. A well-optimized product pin can drive traffic to your Etsy listing for months after you post it with zero additional maintenance. There are 3 problems that cause the vast majority of print-on-demand stores to plateau at a handful of sales per month and never actually break through. So the first is a niche that's too broad. Dog products is not a niche. It's a category with thousands of competitors. Corgi owner gifts for people who treat their dogs like royalty is a niche with a defined buyer, a specific voice, and a product that feels personal rather than generic. The narrower you go, the less competition you face, and the more your ideal buyer feels like you made the store specifically for them. The second is never capturing customer information. On Etsy, you don't own the customer relationship. Etsy does. A buyer who loved your product and would happily purchase again has no reliable way to hear about new designs unless they actively come back to search. The fix is simple and almost universally ignored, which is include a small postcard or thank you note in your orders that directs buyers to a free resource, a discount code, or a design preview in exchange for joining your email list. This one step converts Etsy's one-time buyers into repeat customers you can reach directly. It's one of the highest leverage things that you can do in print-on-demand business and almost no in a print-on-demand business. The third is a shop that feels like a collection of random listings rather than a brand. Buyers who found you through one product are far more likely to browse and purchase additional products if the entire shop feels cohesive, like it was designed for the same person in mind from listing to listing. A brand in print-on-demand is not a logo, it's a consistent promise to a specific person. Every design in your shop, every mock-up image you choose, every word and every listing description should speak to the same clearly defined buyer. Build your brand into to mock-up choices, not just your designs. If your niche is outdoor and adventure, show your products in an outdoor setting. Hiking trails, campfires, mountain backdrops. If your niche is cozy home aesthetics, show your mugs and blankets in a warm, lived-in kitchen and living room environments. Lifestyle mock-ups consistently convert better than white background studio shots because they show the buyer how the product fits into their actual life rather than just asking them to imagine it. Okay, now if you want to get started with Printify or Etsy or any of the other tools that I mentioned, we do have exclusive links down below. I did want to mention the pricing for Printify just because this is a big piece of it. So you can pay monthly or you can pay yearly. I'm going to go over the yearly because that'll save you 36%. So they actually do have a free plan where you get access to 5 stores per account and then unlimited product designs. Then they've got the premium, which is $24.99 per month billed annually. With this, you get up to 33% discount on products and custom branding, one-to-one mentorship and support with Sellers Club Pro, 10 stores per account, unlimited product designs, and then order management with Printify Connect. They do have an enterprise plan as well, so you can go ahead and talk to them directly. So again, if you want to get signed up, that link is down below for you. Print on demand is the right fit if you're willing to research before you design, publish consistently over time, and give the system long enough time to build momentum. The $0 start is completely real. You can go from creating a Printify account to having a live Etsy listing without spending anything. The patience requirement is also real. The sellers making $2,000 to $5,000 per month from print on demand have hundreds of listings behind them and months of consistent effort invested before the revenue became reliable. If you're expecting fast results from 10 listings in a week of effort, this is the wrong business model. But if you're willing to treat it like a system and build it with intention, the compound effect is substantial. You don't need design skills to build a profitable print on demand store. AI tools have made design the easiest part of the entire process. What you do need is a niche worth serving, a research habit that tells you what buyers actually want before you create, and the consistency to feed the system week after week until the momentum actually builds. Again, all of those links are down below if you want to check them out and get the best price possible. I do want to mention that these are affiliate links, which means we may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. So if you do choose to use our links, we just want to thank you so much in advance for supporting our channel. It really helps us to continue to create free content just like this. This channel is dedicated to helping you build real income streams with honest step-by-step guides. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave any comments or questions below. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.